DreAllDay.com.
Baldwin, DreAllDay.com. Topic is, let's say workonyourgame.com, but I keep saying DreAllDay.com. Topic is, there are no group decisions. Group decision is an oxymoron. It's not a real thing. Any of you ever said, or you know somebody and they say, oh, I was in a relationship with this guy or this girl and we broke up? And then you ask them, well, did you break up with them or did they break up with you? And they say, well, it was a mutual decision. Bullshit. No such thing. The only way it could be a mutual decision, I was actually talking to a business owner a few weeks ago, and the guy was saying that he had a bunch of employees at one point, but then the employees ended up not being there anymore because of some mistakes that he had made with his staff. And I asked him, well, did you fire all the staff or did they quit? And he said, well, it was mostly a mutual decision. Bullshit. It's not a mutual decision. The only way it could be a mutual decision is if you and that other person both sat down at the same time, and at the exact same moment, you both opened your mouths and you said you're fired and they said I quit. If that didn't happen, it wasn't a mutual decision. All right, who started the conversation? Just because the other person agreed doesn't make it a mutual decision. It's like if you're in a relationship, the person says, I think we should break up. The other person says, yeah, I agree. You started the conversation, it's on you. The whole point is this. That's not even the point. Group decision is an oxymoron because groups don't make decisions. People make decisions. Individuals make decisions, and what happens if the group all agrees with it is that the other people in the group can go along with the decision that the one person proposed or decided on, or even if they don't go along, they might, or let's say they don't agree, rather, they go along because they're part of the team, so they're just being a team player, so they'll go with what's happening. What often happens is what we call groupthink. Groupthink is when strong quality decision making does not take place simply because there are too many people in the group who are not willing to stick their necks out and stand on what they actually think or what they want to say. So what happens is, since everybody's trying to be compromising and nice and appeasing, you get groupthink. So then you get a bunch of people agreeing to something that they don't really want to agree with and going along with something that they aren't really a fan of. What the hell are you doing? This person's stopping for no reason. Going along with things that they're not really a fan of, and what we call that is groupthink. This is what happens when, a few years ago when the virus took place, you got a good amount of groupthink. Some people call it a psyop. And then maybe I'll explain that in a different video, but it was a lot of groupthink because there were people who, out of fear of other people's authority, fear of whatever they thought the virus might do to them if they didn't put on a mask or take a shot, or all the other stuff that, y'all saw the news, so y'all know what was happening. There was a whole lot of groupthink happening at that point. Groupthink is what happens when good decision making is thrown out of the window simply because people are trying to go along with stuff. Understand that you, as a leader, you are the decision maker. Any group that you're a part of, offer decisions. Offer things to the conversation. Don't just go along with what everybody else is saying. If you plan on, or you consider yourself to be a leader, plan on being or consider yourself to be a leader, you wouldn't allow that to happen. You actually stand up and speak up in situations. And if you're not part of an organization, let's say it's just you, your whole business right now is just you, or your whole team right now is just you, you still need to be a leader and you need to be a boss of your organization. Because remember, every organization must have a boss. There must be a person in charge in every organization. So if it's just you, you got to be the person in charge. And as the person in charge, it is your responsibility to make decisions. Not just passively offering suggestions. Definitely not just passively going along with what everybody else is saying or everybody else is suggesting or offering or doing. You have to actually bring something to the table, which is your ability to lead, which coincides with your willingness to make decisions. And understand that making decisions does not mean that you're always going to be right. Sometimes you're going to make a decision and end up wrong. Sometimes you're going to make a decision and it ends up being, maybe you should have did something different than what you actually did. That's okay. The good decision making usually comes from bad decision making. The more bad decisions you make, the more you learn, okay, that's not the right decision. I should have went this way because now you know something that you didn't know before. But all of that is part of the process of decision make it, but you had to go through all of this to learn that ability. So all that said, text me to get my daily motivation straight to your phone every morning. My number is 305-384-6894. Secondly, get your ticket to Work on Your Game Live, taking place February 3rd and 4th here in Miami. And third, I like this shot right here. And third, go to workonyourgameuniversity.com. That's where you can get access to all of my coaching programs, all my courses, and that's where you get my every month. I send out 2 physical mailings to everyone who's in my text community. You want to get those? Not my text community, excuse me, my university. Everybody who's a member of my university, I send out 2 physical mailings every month to your physical doorstep. You want to get those? Go to workonyourgameuniversity.com. You're a member of the university, you'll get them every month free of charge as part of your membership. Work on your game. Dre all day.